This video is going to be beginner to boxer in 5 minutes. I'm going to set a timer starting now. Let's go. So starting with stance and shape, what I recommend you do is follow along with this video. Stance and shape, you want 60% of your weight on the back foot, 40% of your weight on the front foot. You want your front foot pointing slightly off from forwards, from straight on. Okay, so a slight angle from straight on like this, and your back foot pointed about 45 degrees to 70 degrees out to your rear side like this. You want heel and toe lined up like this, and you want your stance to be about a shin's length. So measure that with your shin. Okay, now your weight slightly on this back foot. Your hips should be about here. So they're closer to my back foot than they are to my front foot. Okay, so my weight's more on this back leg. My shape, I need a slight hinge in the hips like this, a slight bend in the knees, and then a rounded upper back by relaxing it. So I relax my upper back, relax my shoulders, relax my arms, keep my arms bent, and my elbows tucked in like this. With my chin down, my forearm should be pretty much vertical. My rear hand should be by my cheekbone. My lead hand should be just in front of my face, about mouth height, like this. Get about that much distance. Then throw in the 3 most basic punches. The jab, we're just going to twist the wrist over from here, like this. First thing is the wrist turns over, slight kink in the wrist, extend my elbow, bring my shoulder up to my chin, lock up my elbow, look straight down my arm. Okay, I'm not adjusting my lower body, I'm not really rotating that much, I'm just using that twist to fire out the jab. The next is the cross. So from here, I'm going to turn my hips, I have to pivot on my back foot like this. The most important thing is you turn your hips. When you turn your hips, you can turn your shoulders. When you turn your shoulders, you can extend your arm. When you extend your arm, you look straight down your arm, bring your shoulder up to your chin, lock out your elbow, and kink your wrist over slightly like this. Okay, that's full length. From there, you can throw a lead hook. All right, so I can open up my hips from here like this. I open up my hips, I can swing this lead hook round, but the arm comes slightly later. So I open up my hips, then my upper body twist, and then my arm comes round. Okay, what are we on? Oh shit, we're already halfway through. Okay, we've also got the catch and the parry, most basic hand defenses. So the catch is where I just bring this rear hand slightly in front of my face like this. And the parry is where I just knock with my my rear hand slightly in front of my face like this is the block jab and less powerful shots. And the parry is to take off course other punches. So to say someone's throwing across at me, I'm going to knock it off slightly because I can't stop it with a catch. It's just going to go straight through and hit me in the face. I want to knock it slightly off course. Then we've got basic defenses. In terms of head movement, the most common one is just a dip, where you're just squatting the legs and the hips and underneath the punch. You can also slip, touch each knee to get your head off the center, slight hinge in the hips, keep your head looking forward to get outside off the center line. And we've also got rolls, where you can go from one slip position underneath in a U shape with your nose into another slip position, and you can link those all together. Okay, you can also link those with punches as well. Then you've got footwork. You want to open up your stance before you close it, going in all directions like this. Okay, but you can also close your stance before opening it like this, and it's called a little nick skip. You can do that in all directions whilst maintaining that stance. You can also do half steps, so we're just taking 1 foot at a time like this. You can also pivot. You're pushing off your back foot, pivoting on the ball of your front foot and turning 90 degrees or even 180 degrees if I can keep my shoe on. How long we got? Shit, it's not showing at me. We've got 1 minute to go. The final piece of the puzzle is default mode and changing between being planted when my hips are hinged to being taller. When I'm taller, I can move much easier in between my attacks, okay? Default mode is the movement state in between each of your attacks every time you punch. So you've got to be doing something. That's feinting, that's moving your head through the different movements we were talking about before. That's moving your feet, adjusting the range, doing pivots, and firing out that snappy jab we were just talking about. Okay, if you can put all of that together, and that is basically how you box. Obviously there's more levels to it, but on a basic level, that is how you punch, you move, you defend, you string it all together, and what to do in between doing all those things. And look at that, we've got 2 seconds to go. And finish. Now you know the basics, you can put it into your actual fighting situation, your actual spars, or your actual boxing matches, using another video I made about 3 deceptive punch setups you can use in your next spar. So go give that one a watch, it should be linked on the screen somewhere right now. I'll see you there.